Hello, Ben here from Gravel Throat Reviews. It is January 23rd, Thursday, coming at you today with a list of 12 brand new singles that I listened to. Going to review them for you right now. Let's get right into it. Okay, so number one is Lexington Delirium by Imperial Triumphant featuring Thomas Hake. Yeah, this is a single from NYC avant-garde metal trio Imperial Triumphant. It starts out with a tinny guitar lick and some solemn drone. There's some cityscape sounds in the background that sets the scene in like a metropolitan atmosphere. Some like horns and some traffic sounds. The bass line hint at jazzy sophistication, while the growling mid-level vocals scrape along like a broken shopping cart over the disoriented guitars. Yeah, the background's really cool. This is just kind of Imperial Triumphant doing what they do. It's very harsh, very noisy, avant-garde metal. Yeah, this is a pretty cool track. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. That is Lexington Delirium by Imperial Triumphant featuring Thomas Hake. And number two is Bandita by Luis R. Conriquez and Peso Pluma. This comes in with some beautiful reverbed horns, some compelling vocal melodies by the duo. The beautiful strings near the end are great. Yeah, so the new modern music production techniques being applied to this genre, in my opinion, really helps it out. Typically, you're used to hearing this kind of Mexican music like banda, with very raw horn sounds, and that can be kind of overwhelming to the ear. So I love when they add some reverb to it, kind of softens the corners a little bit and makes it more digestible. If that makes sense. Yeah, in my opinion, this is exactly what this genre needs. Is just some modern production techniques, a little bit of reverb, some compression, some frequency chops that go a long way. But yeah, this is a beautiful, well done track by Luis Conriquez and Peso Pluma. It's called Bandita, and I give it an 8 out of 10. That's a great track. All right, and number three is Rushmere by Mumford and Sons. Mumford coming back directly from the stomp clap era. This is the same song they've written like 100 times. This is a poppy London brown leather handsome bloke folky ballad. But yeah, luckily for me, I actually like this sound, but it's taken quite a few punches as of lately as it kind of dominated the 2000s and 2010s. Yeah, banjo, guitar, mandolin, pop formula, Mumford and Sons. Yeah, I mean, I like it, but it's just been done so much that I can't really give it a high score. It's 5 out of 10. That is Rushmere by Mumford and Sons. And at number four is Keep Me Satisfied by Jungle. Yeah, this track starts off with some liquidy reverb snares and some bouncy bass that sets the stage for Jungle's signature falsetto funk pop sound. The backup vocals repeat and fill out the sound nicely. The percussion is fantastic. I love the claps, the wood knocks. The poppy little guitar lick is simple and catchy. Yeah, this is just Jungle doing what Jungle does. They are fantastic at doing this. It's kind of just like dance music with elements of soul, elements of funk, elements of house. I played this way too much at work, and some of my coworkers are like, "Stop playing Jungle, man." But yeah, it brings up the emotion and the energy, so it's great to play for work time. But yeah, that is Keep Me Satisfied by Jungle, and I give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, and number five is QQQQ by Ella Minus, aka Gabriela Jimenez Caldas. She is a Colombian singer-songwriter, as well as a multi-instrumentalist and producer who I found out about just recently. And I like her stuff quite a bit. It's pretty dang good. The song starts off with a repetitive synth arpeggio and some atmospheric keys. Elo's vocals are rhythmic and subdued and complement the filtered kicks and shimmering plucks. Yeah, this is a slow burner dance track that is pretty good, and the progression is nice as well. It's a good track. I give it a 6 out of 10, and that is Ela Minus, aka Gabriela Jimenez Caldas, with the song QQQQ. And at number 6 is Bayamon by Floyd Menor and ATM Yamil. It starts off with a synth loop that sparkles nicely, but it's also kind of cliche. The beat comes in, it's just like this basic ass reggaeton rhythm that gets old like right away. They just take like a 4 rhythm and move one of the kicks back a little bit, and it becomes like this boom, 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 boom. I don't like it very much, but whatever. Yeah, the vocals are garbage. The use of the use of auto tune is really honestly laughable on this track. Auto tune can sound amazing if it is used to enhance a really good vocal performance and just correct a few notes and bring it up a notch. Love that. I love when auto tune is used that way. But this is very blatantly being used to cover up a bad vocal performance, which gives auto tune kind of a bad name. Yeah, I don't want to beat up on these guys too much, but this song sucks. This is a 2 out of 10, and that's Bayamon by Floyd Menor, and Adam Yamil. I would skip that track if I was you. All right, and number 7 is Give the Metalhead a Hug by Dead Bars. Dead Bars is a Seattle-based pop-punk band that has been touring consistently and amassed an impressive following. The new single starts off with some popping snares and some repetitive guitar chords with kind of a rounded bass tone. John's vocals come in, and he describes all these little things that are associated with being a fan of heavy metal. Like, for instance, having a hard-to-read shirt with a band logo that's unreadable, carrying in a huge drum rack to play a show, the blast beats, etc. I love the juxtaposition between talking about looking like a scary metalhead, but singing it over a major key, happy pop rock track. Yeah, creates a really, really cool juxtaposition that I think makes the song one of a kind. Yeah, the song doesn't take itself too seriously. I love that. I could see Dead Bars opening up for bands like Weezer or Offspring. They kind of have that 90s vintage appeal. Yeah, this is a great track. I love this track. That is a 7.5 out of 10 for me, and that is Give the Metalhead a Hug by Dead Bars. Definitely check out Dead Bars. They're fantastic. Okay, at number 8 is Post-Traumatic Mess Disorder by Membrane. These guys are a sludgy crust band with harsh, gravelly vocals that are inspired by death metal. They are from Bellingham, Washington, which is just not too far north of me. Grimy crust is like one of my favorite genres. These guys do it pretty well. I love the tones, especially the bass tone. The bass tone is absolutely crushing. Yeah, this is kind of a mid-paced banger that I listened to a bunch of times right away. So this is great. But yeah, it has a great old school sound to it, and that is Post-Traumatic Mess Disorder by Membrane, and that is a 6 out of 10. If you want to look up this track, make sure to spell it. It's MEM//BRANE is how you spell it. That is Membrane. Yeah, 6 out of 10, Post-Traumatic Mess Disorder. That's a great track. Number 9 is Paranoid by Pup. Yeah, these guys are great Canadian punk rockers that tour relentlessly and built up an organic following. They always have really great, big, catchy choruses and thoughtful lyrics, dealing with loss and nostalgia oftentimes. This song is fantastic. The guitars are buzzing and driving. The vocals are compelling and energetic. One thing that sets these guys apart is sometimes they have these really angular guitar solos. So it's not just a bunch of notes that are in succession, but they're kind of out of order in a way that makes it really interesting. And that's really cool. Pup is a fantastic band. I think they might be heading towards calling quits with the band, actually, because the vocalist is having problems with his throat after doing so many shows. And being that this is Gravel Throat Reviews, I completely understand that I have throat issues as well. That's why I sound like I'm chewing on rocks, hence the name. But yeah, the song Paranoid by Pup, it's a great track. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. I love this track. Check that out when you get a chance. Paranoid by Pup. Okay, and number 10 is Even Further Down the Drain by Synthony and Sewer Slut. This is a very compelling piece of electronic music that has elements of trance, psych, 90s rave, drum and bass. There are some excellent swelling and falling synth pads around the halfway point. The leads fade out, and there's like this nasty hardstyle beat that just comes in and provides some rising tension. Towards the end of this song, the drums melt away, and the listener is left with an absolutely beautiful, hopeful, uplifting, inspirational atmosphere. without drums. The structure of the song is flat out brilliant. It's original. It's emotional. The more I listened to this song, the more it grew on me. This is a superb electronic dance music track. If you're a fan of this genre, trance, drum and bass especially, definitely check this out. This is a great song. That's Even Further Down the Drain by Synthony and Sewer Slut, and it is a 9 out of 10 for me. Okay, and number 11 is Revelation, The Infinite Beauty of Oneness by Eidola. Is it Eidola or Eidola? I'm not quite sure. So yeah, this song starts out with a bit of, first of all, this band's a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me because sometimes I find them to have like moments of really cringe-inducing sound, but also some moments of real beauty and depth. This song is a multi-phase, emotional arena emo with strong dance, Gavin dance influences. The vocals are pretty clean and compelling. There are some memorable sub-choruses and bridges. Yeah, this is a pretty decent track. I think it's pretty good. If you're into this style, of course, and you're like over 30 or like under 15, that's kind of the demographic for Eidola. But yeah, it's an 8 out of 10. It's a good track. That's the Revelation of the Infinite Beauty of Oneness by Eidola. And the last song I want to talk about today is number 12, The Portrait of My Heart by Spelling. And that is spelled with 3 L's, Spellling. Spelling is a singer-songwriter from Oakland, California that I think is amazing. She's kind of an acquired taste because she has a little bit of a strange sound to her vocals, but I love it. She kind of blew up after Anthony Fantano gave her last album a 10 out of 10. This is how I came to know about her. The instrumentation feels like a nod to the 90s. Spelling's vocals are exquisite. I absolutely love the chorus. Yeah, she's doing a bunch of shows in 2025, so if she's in your town, you should go check her out. I want to go see her myself. That's a pretty good song. It's a 7 out of 10 for me, and that is Portrait of My Heart by Spelling. Yeah, that is 12 brand new singles that I checked out. Check out all these songs. Let me know how you feel about them. Also wanted to thank everybody for coming over to my new Instagram page. Kind of try to start something there. Appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your time. This is Ben from Gravel Throat Reviews. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.